Terrifying True Stories, the first serial killer HH Holmes. World Expositions, or World's Fairs, originated in French tradition and soon took place throughout Europe, the United Kingdom and North America. These attractions were designed to be large international exhibitions of several nations' achievements. The world's Columbian Exposition in Chicago had a much darker story behind it. The fair only ran from May 1893 to October 1896 and served as a symbolic representation that Chicago had risen from the ashes of the Great Chicago Fire. Thousands flocked to see the fair and needed a place to stay while they did, and one man used this event to commit murder. Dr. Henry Howard Holmes, born as Herman Webster Mudgett May 1861 and dying May 1896, was known as America's first serial killer as he killed anywhere between 27 to 200 people. He only confessed to 27. The man's life was full of scams and often was at the center of missing persons cases. He'd often skip town and eventually changed his name. His murders in Chicago and his murder castle are what he is mainly known for. Holmes was a con man. He used various methods, often gruesome, to scam people and establishments out of money. In university he would steal cadavers, already dead bodies, and butcher them, claiming they were accidental deaths, gathering insurance money on claims he placed on the people. In 1886 he moved to Chicago and found work at a pharmacy. The owner was a widowed woman, Elizabeth S. Holton. She recognized Holmes as being a hardworker and sold the drug store to Holmes. He mortgaged items within the store as well as its stock to obtain the money. The original owner, Elizabeth, was never seen again, Holmes claiming she moved to California. Holmes used the pharmacy to further scam people, selling magical cure-all water. He then purchased an empty lot across the street from the pharmacy. There he had his castle built, an enormous 162 feet long and 50 feet wide building. The address was 601 to 603 West 63rd Street. It was complete and known as the World's Fair Hotel in 1893. The ground floor had shops and Holmes' relocated pharmacy. The upper two floors had his office and living space as well as many small rooms, trap doors to boxed rooms, chutes that led to the basement, fixtures that allowed gas to be spilled into rooms and blowtorches to asphyxiate and burn victims, an airtight bank vault, and doorways opening to brick walls. During the construction of the building, Holmes often fired and hired employees. By the end only he knew the full layout and true intention of the castle. There he killed unsuspecting visitors and employees. With his university knowledge he knew he could sell their skeletons as models or use them for experiments. Holmes forced employees to take life insurance policies where he was the beneficiary. He would then kill them and claim the money. Holmes was caught. Not because of his acts of murder and torture, but because he had a long history of dodging creditors from all of his insurance scams. Holmes attempted to collect $10,000 from a life insurance company by claiming the death his accomplice Benjamin Petezel. Benjamin would take out the insurance plan on himself and Holmes would find a body to claim was Petezel's. The two ended up in jail in Texas where they met a Marion Hedgepeth who knew Holmes by a different name. Holmes let him in on the large scheme they had planned, but when Holmes didn't come through for Hedgepeth he tipped off the authorities. They didn't catch up to Holmes until after Holmes fled, killing Petezel to claim the money for himself, fleeing with Petezel's wife and children, then killing them off as well and hiding their corpses. Holmes was tried and found guilty for killing Benjamin Petezel. He was hanged on May 7. 1896 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The murder castle mysteriously burned down in 1895 and torn down in 1938. In its place is the Englewood branch of the United States Postal Service. That's today's episode. Feel free to like and subscribe. See you next time on Strange and Stupid.